Good morning. Good morning. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Morning Cup of Joy. Let's see if we can get some people in here. I got to get my phone so that I can see when we have people coming on. So, good morning. How is everybody today? It's Friday, I think. I'm still lost with the days at times. So let me just see what we got going on. And there we are. And whoops, I forgot to turn the volume off. Hi, Luann. Hi, Pritchir. I see you, Luann. And please share this out when you all get on here. Whoops, I hit the wrong button. I wanted to share, not stop it. Good morning, Stacy Lord. Hi, Scarlett. Hi, Etta. Namaste to you. Yes, it is Friday, isn't it, Luann? Thank you. I'm just like in that go, go, go mode. And sometimes I don't know until I open up my calendar and it tells me that I have 50 things to do. And I'm like, oh, guess I better get ready for this day. Okay, so I shared it out to my groups. And Wendy, if you're listening, I didn't share it into the river group yet. But if you would please do that, I would appreciate it. We have a new face, we have a new name, and I want to see. We'll get some people in here, see what you all think about the new name. The Morning Cup of Joy. The angels gave me that yesterday. They said that's what we are. We are just a cup of joy in the morning. And so you can bring in whatever cup you want of whatever you want. I prefer coffee in the morning, but there may be mornings when I like tea. So, hi, Rick. So, I'd like to get your input and see what you think about what the angels are sharing for the direction of this show. They shared earlier, we talked about it yesterday, to have you all come on. Yes, you all. So I have a few people that I've already booked to be on with me, and I can't wait. Hi, Deirdre. Good morning, sweetheart. And Luann, you love it. Thank you. So do I. So do I. It feels so inviting, doesn't it? To invite somebody to come in with your own cup of joy and add to ours, because that's what we want to do. We want to just include everybody to come in. And Stacy, you love it. Awesome. Thank you, Wendy. Wendy, I haven't shared into the group yet, honey. I thought you might be here and you could do that for us. And if you would also, Wendy, type in the name of our Facebook group for anybody who comes in that's not aware of it. And thank you. Deirdre, it's going to be a growing experience. It's going to be a party. Oh my gosh, I love your attitude, girl. I love that this morning. Oh, thank you, Wendy. I really appreciate that. And Catherine Kovacs, good morning. Julie Kiss, Hope Wellington Marshall, Sherry Layton Gatewood. Oh my gosh, thank you all for being here. Thank you for, I see you, your beautiful faces coming in, and I just love it. So, you got your cup? Cheers to everybody this morning. And this is my first cup of coffee. Whoops. Even though I got up early this morning, uh, I was thinking of going over to the beach. I was going to surprise you all with a sunrise on the beach. But I set my alarm and I woke up and I walked over and opened the curtains, and it was kind of yucky. We got sun now, but the clouds are there, and so I think we're going to get more rain today because it didn't look so good, and I didn't feel like standing out on the beach and getting drenched in rain, holding a phone in my hand, right? Like, here I am, lightning, find me. Hi, Marcia Gifford. Cheers to you. And Christina Leftwich. Hi. Linda Lemieux. You are up early. Thank you for coming on. And Wendy. Yes, Wendy. we are inviting anyone in our audience that wants to come on and chat. And Wendy, I typed it into the group this morning. I would love, love, love to have you on here, Wendy, but I do understand that right now is a tough time for you. And we definitely are keeping you in our prayers and hoping that your health really, really takes off in a wonderful way to get improvement. I know you have that appointment coming up soon, and that's on your mind. Yes, so that's what's going to happen. We're going to, at times, have a panel discussion with maybe three or four on at the same time. So if you're a little shy and you don't want to be on by yourself with me, let's have a party, and so we can have more than one person on here. Oh, Stacy, you lost me, but I'm glad you came back. And Etta, you have your evening tea. I love that. Carrie, hi, honey. And yes, Carrie, you need a cuppa. We all do, don't we? That morning, I tell you, I love having my coffee in the morning. I love it usually like early evening as well after I've had dinner, but I just love my morning coffee. I always have my whole life. Deirdre is going to be on with me tomorrow. Big announcement, big drum roll. And I can't wait, Deirdre. I can't wait for you to come on. Oh, thank you, Wendy. That's a good idea. Yes, that was what the angel said. It's like we've been seeing each other typing in comments and responding to each other. Let's see the face. Let's hear some of the story of all of you. I am so excited about this. I really am. I really want to get to know you more than just seeing you say good morning and reply to the comments. So I am so excited about this. I've already booked a few people. So if any of you are interested, like I said, tomorrow we have Deirdre. And Sunday we have Gabi. I can't wait to see her paintings. Gabi, I know you're going to allow us to see them when you're on with me on Sunday morning. And I can't wait. That's going to be so amazing. Good morning, Carol Allen. Good morning, Jasmine. Oh, and yes, Catherine, how was the anniversary outing yesterday? I know you went to the beach with Michael, your husband, and I hope you had a wonderful time. Sharon Boyle, good morning to you, and Angie Taylor, and I want you two on with me for sure to come on and chat. Yay, Sharon, you'll come on sometime in the near future. Well, I know it's a challenge sometimes with young children, so you let me know what's good for you and we will get that rolling. Mary Ann, hi, honey, good morning. And Stacy, can't wait. I've got Stacy booked. Oh, is Claire Louise on? I wasn't paying attention to who was jumping in. So good morning, Claire. Oh, yay. I love 22 and Wendy, we had that discussion. That keeps coming up for you, doesn't it? 22. What a great master number. Linda, oh my goodness. Linda Lemieux just said she would come on. Be still my heart. I love you so much, Linda Lemieux. You are so dear to my heart. Thank you for that. That means a lot that you are willing to do that. And Protima is watching. Good morning, Protima. I love that. So anybody else, just let me know if you want to come on with me and we'll have a chat. Sherry Seymour just showed up. Hi, my darling Sherry. So I have to tell you all about my exciting night. Yes, I'm going to out myself. So I did the 5 o'clock show. I have a 5 o'clock on Thursdays with Karen Palmer, and it's called Gratitude Happy Hour Thankful Thursday. And I have a friend who is a professional photographer, and she was going to come down, or she did come down, but the plan was that I was going to meet her after the show and go over to the beach, and she was going to take some professional shots because I need them for a book that I'm going to be in. So we had it all set up. She texted me. She was at the beach, and I'm like, okay, I'll be there right after the show. It'll take me a few minutes to get there. So I ended the show with Karen, and I had so much on my mind about what was going on and, meeting up with her. So I grabbed my purse after I shut off the show, grabbed my purse, and my lipstick was on the table. And since I was doing a photo shoot, I picked up the lipstick, opened the door, walked outside, and closed the door, which I had turned the knob to lock it. And I stood there looking at my lipstick in my hand, and I'm thinking, that's not going to start my car, and that's not going to get me back inside my apartment. I was just standing there like, oh no. So thank goodness I had my phone with me, my cell phone. So I was able to reach out. I called my friend that was waiting for me at the beach and told her what I had done. And she's like, okay, I'll come to you. And then I called my landlord and said, I need back in my apartment. I just locked myself out. Now, she was about half an hour to 40 minutes away. They don't live on the property. So she was like, okay, it's going to take me a while to get there. And it's like, oh, okay, I guess I'm just going to wait. What else? What other choice do I have, right? So I'm sitting outside, and the pool guys show up, and they're like, hi. And I said, hello. Normally they see people out sunbathing when they come, and they kind of gave me a strange look, and I said, just locked myself out. And they're going, oh boy. Well, it's a nice place to just sit, right, when you're locked out of your house. So my friend shows up, and right behind her was my landlady. They showed up at the same time, so I was able to get inside, get my keys, and we did the photo shoot here at the apartment, which is not bad because it's really nice here with a lot of, we have water, I have a canal, I have the pool, have lots of nature. So she found some nice areas where we could do a photo shoot. I had so much fun, really a lot of fun. Yeah, I know it's not good being locked out at all. It's such a strange feeling when you shut that door, and as soon as you shut the door, right? I haven't done it much in my life. I've locked myself out of cars. That's happened a lot. And one time I locked myself out with the car running. That was even worse. Like, I'm standing there looking at my car like, oh my gosh, if only I could get inside. Yeah, Stacy, it was so much fun. She does my profile pictures for Facebook, and she's amazing. I love her. And I have to tell you, I went across the country to meet this woman, and she lives about half an hour from me. We, our mutual friend is Karen Palmer, and 4 years ago, I was going to a peace initiative out in Salt Lake City, Utah. Karen was going to be a speaker, and so I was one of the peace ambassadors, which I still am. So I went out to this gathering, and Karen comes up to me and she goes, oh, you have to meet Tina. So I'm like, okay. So I met Tina. She goes, Tina's from Florida too. Okay. So Tina and I talk, and I find out that Tina lives in Boca and I live in Fort Lauderdale, and it's really about half an hour to get to each other. So we traveled across the country to meet, and now we're like good friends. I see her a lot. I go up there, or she comes down here, and she's been a real blessing in my life. So I want to have her on sometime on one of my shows and just let you all see the beauty of her. It was so much fun at that gathering because her big thing is butterflies. And at that meeting that we had, it was like a 4 day meeting. She brought butterflies that you could either pin onto you or had a magnet where they could go on the inside and outside of your clothes, and the butterfly just kind of sat there. We had so much fun with butterflies. And then her talk was on the butterfly effect. And if you don't know about that, that's an interesting thing to learn about how just the butterfly's wings, the movement of their wings creates change. It doesn't take a huge amount of energy to make a change in our world. And I love that message because sometimes I've said this many times, what can I do? I'm just one person. What does it matter what I do? And we see from just that information about the butterfly wings, we see that anything, no matter how big or small the energy, it makes a change. It really affects our whole world when we have that much of a shift in the energy. So if you don't know about the butterfly effect, go look it up. And it's really amazing. And I'm going to have her on one of my shows to talk about it. Whoops, I lost you all. Um, it'll probably be on Gratitude Happy Hour that I do that. So I just love her. Yeah, Deirdre panic. Exactly. I was going back to the door and being locked out. And it was like as soon as it happened, I knew. I just knew. So that was quite an experience. And then, hi, Melody. Melody Simmons jumped on. I probably missed a lot of people while I was talking. So welcome anyone who came in. I know Scarlett, I think I said good morning to you. Um, so then my friend had not eaten dinner and she wanted to go somewhere where she could just grab a bite. Well, I have not been to a restaurant since before COVID. I've been at Gerald Ann's, you all knew that, for a couple of months, and we didn't eat out. It was all cooked meals. And then when I came home a couple of weeks ago, I had no desire to go out to a restaurant. I cooked all of my meals. I've been doing strict keto, so I know everything that I'm putting in my mouth is what I'm allowed to have, the way it's supposed to be cooked, everything. So I thought about it and I'm thinking, okay, I've already locked myself out of my apartment. Had a wonderful time with my friend. So let me just do that. So we went up the street. There's a Flanagan's, which is a really great restaurant and really it's good food. And I can always find something there that's protein and not a lot of carbs. And they now have the outside set up where you can sit out. You don't have to be in the restaurant because that's not an experience I'm looking forward to. Is being inside an enclosed restaurant. So that was my first outing, and I just would like to hear how are you all doing with that? Have you gone to a restaurant since we've opened up everything pretty much, or at least a lot of things? And restaurants is one of those that you can actually go in now and have a meal. Um, it was interesting because there weren't a whole lot of people. I think there was one other table that was sitting there outside as Tina and I sat there and had our meal. But it was a little bit of anxiety to go into that again. I'm like, I'm not sure. And it wasn't anything about even, thinking that I was going to be infected. It was just getting back into normal. What is normal? It's so different now than what it used to be. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to go back into going to a restaurant because I'm single. I'm by myself. It's so easy for me just to have the food that I eat and prepare it and know what I'm getting in my food. That's what I love about doing it myself instead of, and there's times when I like to have somebody cook and bring it and clean the dishes, but I like knowing what's in my food, every ingredient, what I put in there, how much salt I put in there, because I don't do salt well. I don't add salt to my food. So it's just for me, it works to just do it myself. But I just wanted to ask, how are you all doing with going back out? Whether it is sitting at a restaurant, going in to do some clothes shopping, or I've had to do that too because after I got home, it was like nothing fits. So I've had to get some new clothes. But everything, the whole experience has just been kind of surreal to, go out and see what's out there, how many people are out there, the whole thing. So I want to go back and see what some of your comments are. Oh, I had to finish my story first, though. So Tina and I were sitting there and taking our time chatting. I mean, we talk, it's like time just disappears. And then I looked at my watch and I'm going, oh my God, Tina, it's 5 minutes till 9. And she goes, yeah. And I said, I'm supposed to be on the air with Karen Palmer at 9 o'clock because we do a chanting now for 40 days on live. And she goes, can you do it in your car? But thank goodness, Flanagan's was about 5 minutes from where I live. So we got the check and rushed out of there. And I was a little late starting the chant last night. But I appreciate all of you that did come on and chant with me and were patient that, you waited until I got here and got the live going. So that was my exciting night last night. And this morning I woke up and I'm like, all right, God, can I have an easier day today? Can we make it with ease and grace on this Friday, right? So I just want to see what you all are doing today. So let me scroll into some of the comments and see what's going on. Oh, Catherine, you got a little bit too much vitamin D yesterday. Yeah, that happens. And I'll check out your pictures on Facebook for sure. Christina, you can come on. Yay. I know Sally, I've already booked you. Claire Louise would love to have a cuppa and a chat on our beautiful show. Thank you, Claire Louise. I would love that too. Good morning, Harvey Coons and Etta. Yes, thank you, Etta. Our gratitude happy hour. I love my Karen Palmer. I've known her for, I think, 5 years now. What an amazing woman. She is so knowledgeable about so many things. She really is. And Sherry says, if I have service at the Yankton Reservation next week, maybe we can join from there. That would be amazing. I would love that. Yeah, I know, right? That was, I think, the word I used, Angie Taylor, when the door shut. Like, oh crap. And for cheer, the last two digits of your house is 44. Your birth number is 8, and most of your friends have birth numbers in 4 or 8. I'm an 8 as well, Prachir. Yeah, there's no accidents, with our numbers, our life paths, the things that we just are led to do in our life. It's going to lead us to our soul family. So I love that. And yes, Wendy Roberts, I will definitely let you know. Tomorrow is Deirdre Day. So you have a heads up on that one. And then Sunday is Gabi Day. I love this. I love this idea. I love the energy of you all coming on and us getting to know you. That's going to be so amazing. Oh, Wendy, your neighbor has spare keys. I don't even have a spare key because they just changed my door on my apartment. I got a new door just before COVID, and so I didn't have a lot of time to make a spare. But now, trust me, I will have a spare key to my house. And thank you, Linda Lemieux. Glad it ended well. It did. It ended well, and it was just a small moment of panic. It didn't last long, and I knew all was going to be well. I just didn't know how that looked like and what was going to transpire. Yeah, Sherry, you've done it too. I know it's one of those things. I think at some point in our life, we lock ourselves out of our car, out of our house. For cheer, I once locked myself out of my car at the gas station, and guess what? I was running late for office. That's usually when it happens, right? When we're distracted. And that was me. I was distracted. I had on my mind where I was going, instead of what I was doing. I didn't stay in my now moment as much as I preached that. I had all this stuff running around and knew that my friend was waiting for me. I needed to get in the car, I needed to get to her. So, yeah, it's that distraction that happens. And Julie Kiss, all meals at home for me. Yeah, I know, Julie. I'm much more comfortable with that. Yes, Claire, they are social distancing well, at least in the one I went to last night, which was the first one I've been to. They have tables set up outside and they have them far apart so that you're sitting with whoever you're there with and not, near anybody else. They ask that you do wear the mask as you go in if you're going inside the restaurant, and then you can take it off, of course, once you're seated at your table. So, yeah, they're doing all the things that they're required to do by law because they are following. If they don't follow the law, they're going to get shut down. So they are paying attention and being very conscious about that. And Stacy, you have not gone into to eat at any place, but you've done delivery and Chick-fil-A. You're not ready. Yeah, I know. If it hadn't been for her last night, I still wouldn't have gone to a restaurant. And Jasmine, high fat, medium protein, low carb. Sounds like my diet. Yes, it helps me. It's difficult being lactose intolerant and gluten intolerant. Also, I eat seafood. I do too. And this particular restaurant has wonderful seafood. And when I go there, that's what I get. So, yeah, awesome. And Sherry's only done takeout, not ready to do inside. Nope. And you're still holding off on going to the gym. Yeah, where I live, we have a few machines here that I can use, so I don't have to go out where there's a lot of people crowded into the gyms. And Wendy says we'd have none open here, as you know, from Monday. I heard retail shops are opening. I went to Dunelm the other day and the Range. Yeah, it's weird how happening in different places, the phases that they're opening up in. It'll be interesting to see how everything works out, as we really have our world back again where we can do the things that we're always so used to doing. Yeah, Stacy Lord, I love your comment. Since I've been cooking every meal, I can taste the yucky stuff in fast food. I haven't eaten fast food in probably almost 3 years now. And yeah, and years ago I would not eat some of it. There were some I would still do, but not like the burger joints and all that. Yeah, I knew intuitively to just stop doing that like many years ago. Yeah, Stace, Wendy, I like that. I've never really had fast food even before the lockdown. That was me too. Prachetta says in India we were avoiding restaurants though we were ordering from outside. That is also very rare. It's a little scary in Delhi yesterday. Also, we had approximately 2,000 cases from COVID. You had mentioned that yesterday, Etta, that the COVID cases were on the rise in Delhi, and we want to definitely keep you lifted up. Absolutely. Yeah. Scarlett, yeah, I was much more comfortable being outside, sitting outside the restaurant instead of going inside. And I don't know, there's just something still in my mind there, but I don't want to go inside of a restaurant just yet. So if there's something outside, then yeah, I can do that. Good morning, Sally De La Rosa. Hi, darling. And Sally's already booked to be a guest on the show. I can't wait for you to come on and share your beautiful love. And Carol, you went to a local creamery for ice cream and sat on the lawn. That was nice watching the cows. I bet it was. Yeah, ice cream used to be an addiction for me. I had to have it, and now I haven't had ice cream in I think 2 years. I gave up sugar, and that had to go because I was the one that could sit at night watching a movie or something, and I'd finish the whole thing of ice cream. So no more of that for me. Yeah, Claire, you've gotten more fussy about stuff like how your food's cooked and where since being at home. And the time at home reflecting and focusing on me has done me good and is reflecting in my choices and behaviors. Isn't that awesome? The same thing here. During that time of lockdown, I spent a lot of time writing. I spent a lot of time looking at what is this all about, this thing called life? What direction is it supposed to take me in? And I've been asking the angels that a lot lately. What direction is this supposed to go? And not just this show, but all of my life. I have a lease that's going to end in a few months, and I have to look at, okay, am I going to stay in the same place where I am? Am I supposed to be somewhere different? So I'm just asking for a lot of clarity from the angels right now, and they always answer, always. So I'm not sure yet if I will still be in Fort Lauderdale or if I'll still be in this apartment, but wherever I go or if I stay, it's going to be divinely led. And this I know because I do listen to them and I do hear them, and I will follow whatever they say. Sometimes I don't like what they say. Y'all ever do that? You don't like the answer that you get, and you're like, can I have another answer? Can I have plan B? But there's not a plan B, although we have free choice. When we hear that guidance, we can say, well, I think maybe I'll try it my way, right? That song, My Way, I did it my way. Ah, I've gotten in trouble so many times by doing it my way. And Wendy says, this time has been good for me in the sense I've been developing more spiritually. Diane Allison Beiersdorfer's daily meditation is amazing. It really is, Wendy. She's amazing. And I can't wait for her to come on here in the morning and share. I haven't been able to get with her yet to book that, but I know that she will do it. And then also, I want to have Wendy, Deirdre, and Diane as my first panel. I have the three of them on with me, and let's talk about our group, Angelic River Family, and let you all get to know the moderators a little better. I love that idea. Yes, Carrie Butcher, I saw your message and I booked you for Monday. So so we have the next 3 days that I will have someone with me. Deirdre tomorrow, Gabby on Sunday, and then Carrie on Monday. I love this. And Etta says, Prachir and I slept at 5 a.m., so missed the chanting, but chanted for 40 minutes at 10 o'clock your time. Awesome. Yes, Stacy, I love my Karen Palmer. And yes, that's right. You did get to meet her at Sweet Tomatoes. I'm very sad that we don't have Sweet Tomatoes anymore. It was a wonderful salad restaurant. They had a big salad bar with everything you can imagine that you could put on salad. Oh, thank you, Carol Allen. She says, I love the way this show is evolving. I do too, and I love the excitement of seeing all of you. I see you, I see your comments, and I get to know a little bit of your personality that way, but I really want to see you. And I know I've been reading the comments, and I'm sorry I can't get to all of them. There's so many, but I wanted to read a part of a poem that I came across yesterday, and I love this poem, and it's called I Wanna Know. I wanna, Wanna, I wanna know. And the whole poem is amazing. I'm just going to read a little clip from it because I love this. And I want to hear how you all respond to it as well. My soul just jumped for joy when I read this because it really is profound. So, the writer of this poem is Andrea Gibson, and these are the lines I want you to hear. I want to know what you see when you look in the mirror on a day that you're feeling good. I want to know what you see when you look in the mirror on a day you're feeling bad. I want to know the first person who taught you that your beauty could ever be reflected on a lousy piece of glass. That is my favorite line out of this whole poem, and it's a long poem. But when I read that, wow, it was like everybody needs to hear this. Everybody needs to hear those lines because it's so true, isn't it? Our beauty cannot be contained in the mirror. Our beauty is inside. It's what we carry inside of each of us. And I know I don't tell you all enough. I try, but you are so beautiful. I love all of you. So, wow, yeah, that poem gets to me. And the name of it is I Want to Know. And the author, again, so if you all want to go look it up and read this wonderful, amazing poem, the author is Andrea Gibson. If somebody wants to type that in, it's just absolutely profound. Yes, Claire. Everybody needs to hear this poem. There's so much to it. Those lines in particular just really made me do a backflip. I'm like, this needs to be heard. This needs to be said. It needs to be sung and written out and pasted where you can see those words every day to know that, it's just, it's all about how we see ourselves. And sometimes that's not a good picture when we see ourselves. But, also, we don't like looking in the mirror when we're having a bad day, do we? But even on those, quote, bad days, we still are beautiful. It's not what's on the outside, it's what's on the inside. And if we look in that mirror and we see our beauty, those bad days can be turned around in a heartbeat. So I hope you all took that in. I can't wait to see um, your reaction to it. And yeah, I can post it in the Angelic River family group if you all would like. I can post that poem in there because I'd love for you to see the whole thing. It's just beauty. I want to answer some of your questions. Wendy asked if I'd like to live near the St. Johns River. Wendy, that place is very remote. There is very little uh, traffic. There's not a whole lot of the things that I like to do. I live in a big city and I like variety. And I love that area. I love the St. Johns. That river has such an amazing energy, but I love doing the things I do. And I posted a video in the group late last night or early this morning, and it was one of the sound baths that I used to participate in before COVID, and it's huge. We have people in this big yoga studio that come and they lay out on yoga mats, and there's several of us that play the singing bowl, the drums, the gong, chimes, the handpan, things like that are what feeds my soul. And when I can go out to a metaphysical church and be with them and do the things that I do with like-minded people. So I don't know if it will be here in Fort Lauderdale, but it will definitely be close by a big city where I can have the cultural things that I really enjoy doing. Museums and the art centers that we have here are just amazing. We have an art district here in Fort Lauderdale. So yeah, it probably won't be on the St. John's, but it will be somewhere that has a lot of beauty for sure. Oh, Christina, you make keto ice cream. I've had that and it is yum. Yeah. Yeah, Sharon, I don't have any idea yet. I thought I might just go couch surfing and visit all of you. We can do morning cup of joy at your place. And I know, Sharon, that we're going to get to see each other in the flesh at some point. I just know that. I've known that for years, ever since I first met you. Okay, Prachir says we have the Murphy's Law in our armed forces all the time, especially during visits. Yeah, we have a store called Whole Foods that is an organic store, and they have somebody counting the people that are going in and then standing at the door. And if somebody comes out, they let somebody in. So there's a lot of safety stuff that's in place. Robert Dosa, good morning to you. I think I missed a few people that came in while we were talking. Joanne Castillo, hi, darling. And I probably missed some more. If I did, I'm so sorry that I missed you. But I want to see how you all responded to that poem, and I will put that into the group. Yeah, Andrea Gibson, I want to know. That's the poem. Thank you, Claire. Thank you, Jasmine. And Catherine, yes, I will. I'll send a copy of that and also put it in the group. And Claire, I love this family so much. It's such a place of love. I'm so glad I found you all. I am so glad you found us as well, that we found each other. You know, this is our family. It really is. You don't have to be blood relative to be family for sure. And Stacy, the mirror, not the scale, can tell you how beautiful you are. True beauty is how you treat yourself and others. Wow, that is so true, and it touches my heart this morning, Stacy. I needed to hear those words for sure. Oh, Kari, I know. I got to come up to the Cracker Box, don't I? I love your little place up there, and I would love to see that. And Joanne, I think the exaggerated fear created by the media is heartbreaking. I agree with you there. Yeah, the media feeds us what they want us to know or what they want us to see things as. I never turn on mainstream media. I do not turn on the news. The only time that I do turn on my TV, and I do have one that sits there and collects dust, um, I turn it on during hurricanes. If a hurricane is approaching, I want to know if I can stay safely in my place or if I need to get out of Dodge. So that's the only time that I pay attention to the news. And even then, they instill so much fear. And I know there's some of it that's accurate. And I do watch like NOAA that tracks the hurricanes. I watch them and rely on them more than anything. So Wendy says, if Sharon Boyle comes on here with you, Teri Angel, maybe she could play her chakra bowls for us. I would so love that. And I know she got a new one yesterday. I cannot wait to hear how that one plays. Yeah. Linda, near the water. I have to be near the water. I have to tell you all, I grew up in the mountains. I grew up in Kentucky, and I'm getting a little chilly because my AC just came on. I grew up in the mountains, and I love the mountains. I love mountain energy. But as soon as I came to Florida, I knew I was home. You know that feeling like when you go somewhere and it's like, I think I've been here before and I think this is where I'm supposed to be. So my husband got a transfer, or actually, he got a job right out of college. I think I was like 20 at the time. Yeah, I married young. And when he got that job in Kentucky, that's where they sent us, was to the west coast of Florida. And as soon as I saw that ocean and felt that ocean breeze, it just spoke to me. And I said, yeah, I'm home. I'm definitely home where I'm supposed to be. So I've lived in Florida most of my life, and just a few years that I went out of Florida. Uh, Crazy idea to move away, right? But I did, and then I came back, and the rest is history. I'm in Florida. I'm a Floridian, and almost feel like a native Floridian because I've been here, like I said, most of my life. And Diana's here. Good morning, sweet Diana. I'm so glad that you showed up. It's a beautiful morning here in the neighborhood. Do y'all remember Mr. Rogers? It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be my neighbor? And I love that we all are virtual neighbors on here. I love that. Catherine, I remember playing the drum out at Geraldine's place for the fire ceremony. Yes, and chanting. Absolutely, Catherine. I remember that well. And that was a beautiful energy with the fire. And Sharon says, yes, yes, yes. So, Sharon, I can't wait for you to come on and do that and grace us with your beautiful singing bowls. I love it. Sally, most of my family come from Facebook, and I've never been happier. I know. I came from a very big family. I don't know if I have told you all. There were 13 of us in my family. I have six brothers and six sisters, and I never felt like I belonged. I'm very close to some of my sisters now and my brother, my younger brother. But yeah, they're all scattered now, mostly Kentucky, Tennessee, Indiana. But this family is family. And the people that I have gotten close to, uh, Karen Palmer, I met her, like I said, about 5 years ago. Linda Lemieux, Diana, I met you through Linda Lemieux. And Stacy, I think I met you first in person before we were friends on Facebook. Uh, but the Facebook family that we call to us, those are family. And that's how I consider you all. You are family. So I'm so happy that we are here. I'm so happy that this group is what it is. It's healing, it's joyful. We do all of that and more on this show. So, um, thank you all for showing up. Thank you for being here. I wanted to see if anybody else jumped in that I missed. Kim Coles Vinter, thank you for being here. And who else came in? I think that might be it. Yes, it was in person because I was going to take over for you. You were stepping away from a job, and I was stepping in, and we got to meet in person. And I just loved your energy. I just loved you from that very first moment. And and I still do. And thank you, Stacy, for being in my life. Oh, thank you, Etta. I love that. I love that I received so much love from you all. You're just so beautiful. And I wasn't even paying attention to the time, but it is prayer time. So it's time to type in whatever is on your heart and whatever you need lifted up for. Maybe it's for you, or maybe it's for someone that you know could use that extra word today of lifting them up. And anybody, I'm trying to remember who I heard from last night that we have been praying for that lost their battle. So if any of you, if that clicks with you, just let me know. We've been putting so many people in our circle. So anybody that you know of that could use that uplifting, please share that. And I wanted to see, Sally, I think you're still on there. I would love to have an update on Tony and see how she's doing, and let's continue to lift her up. Isabelle, good morning, sweet Isabelle, who I found out is not very far from me here in Florida. So I'm hoping for a live experience to get to know you and maybe get together with you and Linda Lemieux, who is your neighbor. Yes, Wendy, this is our tribe, isn't it? I love it. Gabi, hi, it's Jeff here. I love the effect you have on my Gabi. She hasn't been this nice for years. Oh, what a great message. Thank you. Thank you, Jeff, for that message. And I love my Gabi. That was another one. As soon as I saw her energy, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to meet this person. I know you're in Australia and that's far away, but I have to meet you. Yeah, and Kari, yes, my darling Kari, who's going to be on with us on Monday. Prayers for whatever my next is. Yeah, I say that almost every day. What is the next? What's my next step? What's the next direction? And so, yeah, let's keep you lifted up, honey, for whatever comes your way. And I feel your energy a lot freer since you walked away from that job. I really do. Okay, so what other prayers do we have? Sally, it was you. Thank you for that. I was chatting with you last night, asking for prayers for Billy Toothman and his final trip home to be with our Creator, and for the family, Sally, and for all of you that are there that were surrounding him with an energy of love. Jasmine, please pray for India to be free from COVID and the whole world. And India's got a lot that's going on there also with, was it the cyclone that came through and did some destruction there in India, I think, not that long ago. Stacy, prayers for us all. Yeah. And Deirdre, just hold up Gerald Ann on her new journey, and of course, world peace. I love that, Deirdre. We have an intentions group, and I always add that in every intention that we set, and of course, world peace. And yes, we will definitely hold up Gerald Ann. I know she'll come on with us occasionally and say hi in person. So I love that, and I love that that's an open door whenever she wants to come in. Sally, Tony is better, and thanking everyone for all the healing. You're so welcome, honey. I'm so glad to hear that uplifting news. And Etta says special prayers for Jasmine's twin girls, Anya and Myra. I hope I said that right. And for Prachir's girls, Annika and Vanya, prayers for the world. Catherine, please pray for me, sunburned neck, ouch, and pray for my mom and Michael. Absolutely. Isabelle, I tried to look and after getting in show last night, but wouldn't allow me to. Yes, yes, me too. I want to meet you for sure. I'm excited. Awesome. Isabel, we are on EWN Enlightened Living at 9 o'clock every night right now for the 40 days of the chanting. And I hope you'll be able to find it tonight. If you'd like, I can send you I'll share it into a messenger link for you if you want. So all you have to do is click it and come join us. Or if you want to come on Zoom, we welcome anyone that wants to come in and chant with us. Prachir and Etta come on with us, and Protima has been on. So anyone else that wants to come in while we're doing the chant, it's a beautiful energy that comes out when we do the chants together. Christina Leftwich, my friend Sue from high school, is recovering from her first of two surgeries and chemo starting soon for ovarian cancer. Yes, we will lift that up. And Stacy, my son is walking across the stage today. Graduation. Let's lift him up. I'm pretty sure his name is Josh. Let's lift him up for his new start in life, his new direction. Seems to be a lot of new directions, and I love that this is the new direction of the show, and we're getting a lot of that's coming out today in our prayer time. Oh, I got to read the rest of your prayers real quick so I can get us going into the meditation. Jasmine, prayers to move in the right direction and remain in good health. And Gabi, my prayer for the animals in need of love and support. Absolutely. And Claire Louise, pray for equality for all of our beautiful brothers and sisters of color all over the world. Absolutely. Oh, Deirdre, enjoy Trader Joe's. I love you so much, honey. And bring me something from there. Okay. Claire Louise, I've never chanted. Can I join and watch? Absolutely. Absolutely, Claire. I'll give you that information. And Robert Dosa, prayers for the clearing of obstacles and self sabotage that stay in the way of my ability to see the path clearly. Robert, one of the chants that we're doing is Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha, which is to break through obstacles. So I don't know what time that is for you as we do those chants, but you can always watch the replay of the lives and chant along with that as well. Oh, excuse me. Isabel, today for my daughters and my son, for new jobs for two of them, another has an exam. Okay, well, let's pray. Let's meditate. Let's call in our beautiful angel energy and really join our hearts together this morning. And as I just looked up, I saw the number 22. And thank you, Etta. The other chant that we do is Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. And we chant each of those two chants 108 times. I have a mala bead necklace and I follow along. And we do that, like I said, every night at 9 o'clock. So feel free to join in with us. So let's go into our hearts right now. Your beautiful heart center. Take a deep breath in and let's feel that energy. That beautiful energy of love, the energy of community, the energy of family that cares for each other, that wants the best for each other. And that's what we are. We're a tribe. We are a force, and we are so beautiful. Feel that right now. Feel your beauty. With your eyes closed, you're not looking at anything physical to see your beauty. You're looking in your heart because that is where it is. That's where it's reflected back that you are pure love. You're pure light, and your beauty shines from that light. So feel your love. Feel how amazing it is to be in a community where it's only love and light. And I say that chant so many times. Only love and light is welcome here. I say that inside of myself. I say that to my heart. I say that to my solar plexus energy. Only love and light is welcome here. So that anytime I start to feel disempowered, I start to feel that I'm not enough or I'm not worthy, if I just go into that energy of only love and light is welcome here, then that beautiful worthiness starts to rise back up again. Let's do that this morning. On your next breath, breathe it right deep down into your lungs until your belly's pooching out, and put your hand on your abdomen and say those words. Only love and light is welcome here. If we allow other people to validate us, to tell us that we're worthy or we're not worthy or we're not good enough, then we're giving that power away. You want to stay empowered in who you are at all times. And this is one way to do that. Go deep inside and just say those words. Only love and light is welcome here, because that will show you your true beauty. In doing that, we see ourselves reflected in the eyes of God, the creator of all. We were made beautiful. Don't let anyone or anything reflect anything other than love and light to you. Don't give your power away, but keep that power inside and stand strong in that knowledge of who you are. You are a mountain. You are so strong. The mountain doesn't move. When we are unwavering in our faith, in our belief, in our trust that we are loved, we are lifted up, and we're pure. We are perfect inside of us. That's how we were created, in perfection. So anytime that we take our eyes off of that, we go into the ego state of not being enough, not being worthy, letting our root chakra get diminished to the point that we feel like we're just going to fall over. We feel very shaky. That's when we get out of that energy of love and light. Stay in the love. And there's going to be those storms that come. There's going to be storms swirling around us, just like it did this year over the past few months. That was a storm. That was a cyclone, a tornado that came into our life and disrupted everything, moved things from point A to point B. That's what tornadoes do. They pick up houses, they pick up cars, trees, whatever is in its path. It picks it up and moves it from one point to another. And that's what COVID did. That's what this energy did that came through. And all of the fear that happened just fed that tornado to where things were moved and shifted and changed. But we can be strong and stand strong. The mountain doesn't move. Remember that. Even if the tornado comes to the mountain and tears at it and tears at the trees and tears at the rock, that mountain still stands firm. Be that mountain. Be strong. Stand in your strength of who you are. You are beautiful. You are so beautiful. And your strength comes from inside and from God, not from anything on the outside world. So stay in your strength. Stay in your strength. And do that mantra all day today as you feel into your abdomen. Only love and light is welcome here. And if there's an obstacle that is showing up for you that you need to break through, remember that you have choices. You make decisions. You pull the strings in your life. You're not a puppet. Don't give that power to anyone else that tries to take your power away or tries to make you feel diminished in any way, to feel lesser than, and to feel not worthy enough, because you are. You are. You're a child of the universe. You're a child of God. And you were born to be magnificent. Stand in your glory. Stand in your power. And when we all start doing that, we're going to see a different world. We're going to see a world where we respect each other and we honor each other's choices. We honor each other without judgment. And we let everyone just be as they are, not trying to change anybody, not trying to change each other, but to change our world in a positive way, a way where we can open doors and allow people to go on their path and not run interference, not say, no, there's a better way to do that. You should do it this way. This is my way. And that's the way it needs to be. Just allow people to live their life. Whoever is surrounding you, just see them in their perfection and know that that's their movie. That's their path that they're on. So as we feel into that energy of our solar plexus and we know our worth, and we know how loved we are, let's pull that love energy back up into the heart now and take a deep breath in again into your heart. Feel the energy of the angels that are right here with us, the angels that just guided those words for us all to hear, for us all to know our beautiful magnificence, to know that we are worthy, know that we are wanted, know that we are so loved. And let's feel their energy surrounding us right now. Archangel Raphael coming in to look at anything that needs to be healed, whether it's inside of each of us or it's in those that we lifted up right now into the circle. And we ask you, Raphael, to please look at each one of these. See those who are hurting, whether they're hurting in their hearts or hurting in their physical body. Archangel Michael, we invite you in as our protector, as the one who can help us to feel more into our strength, and as the one who can cut our cords of those things that we hold on to that
create an energy of not being worthy, not being enough. And we ask that those cords be cut by Michael right now, this moment, to just release any of those old tapes that play in our head that tell us a story that is no longer fitting in our life. It's time for a new story. It's time for new beginnings. And that's what this day is all about, is new beginnings. And Archangel Gabriel, we ask you to help us see clearly the path that we're on. Anyone who's searching right now, anyone who's looking for that next step, that next place to be, we ask you, Gabriel, to help us have clarity about all of that. And Archangel Uriel, keep us grounded in our energy today. Help us to stay strong. Help us to be that mountain, unmoving, unwavering in the midst of all that swirls around. To feel solid, just like the mountain does. There may be pieces that get injured on the mountain. There may be rocks that fall, just like rocks fall out of our life when there's something that we shed, something that happens that's different. Sometimes that's a separation or a divorce or a death. So when that happens, we hurt, but we don't have to waver. We don't have to fall. We stand strong in who we are. And now let's lift these prayer requests up, lifting them up to our Creator to see each one and to see each person that was lifted up in their perfection, to know that they're being seen and acknowledged and heard by God, by the highest power that is. And thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And let's go into our gratitude time with full trust and full belief that these prayers are seen and heard today. They were seen by all of us here at the collective, and they're seen by God, they're seen by the angels. Just have the knowingness inside that each one is being answered in perfection. It's being answered just the way it's meant to happen for each one. Oh, wow, that felt good today to get into our power, to get into our strength. And let's stay there all day long. And let's do our heart telephone. I know Deirdre's is gone, but we're carrying on this tradition to really share love with each other. So right now, envision one person, one of us that's here together, gathered our energies together, and let's say to one person, ever who you envision, whoever pops into your head first, just say, I love you. I love you. And then receive it back. Receive that love back in your heart. And now let's say it to each other with gratitude. On the count of three, we're going to say thank you. I love you. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. I love you. I cannot express my love for you enough. It fills my heart. It's such a joy. It really is my morning cup of joy to come on here and be with all of you. I love you dearly. And I can't wait to see your faces sitting right there with me on the camera and just get to know all of you more, because what I feel now, this love, I know is going to expand with all of this experience we're about to have with each other. So I love you. I love you. I love you. And remember that we have a full day here at Enlightened World Network. And at 9 o'clock, we have a show with Mira Rubin. At 9:30 is Diana in the playground. She's at EWN Enlightened Living. So come jump in there. She does a beautiful meditation as well. So come join her to work on your inner child. And at 1 o'clock today, I'm doing angel speakers in Espanol. I don't speak Spanish, but I bring the messages from the angels in English, and a beautiful lady, uh, Lily Ortega, will translate those words into Spanish for anyone who can't understand what's being said or doesn't get the whole concept of the message from the angels. And it's been such a blessing to people. I've heard that it's such a blessing to hear those messages from the angels in their native language. So if you know of anyone that can benefit from that, please share it. That it's at 1 o'clock Eastern time today that takes place. Oh, you all are so beautiful. Have a great day. I see your messages of love. That just warms my heart so much to see that. Hi, Charles Coons. I don't know if I said good morning to you earlier. And yes, I will make sure that you all get the Zoom link if you want to join me tonight at 9 o'clock Eastern as we chant, or if you just want to come in the audience and chant along with us as we do it. That's awesome too. I love you all so much. And I will see you at some point today, hopefully. Enjoy the rest of your day. Remember, be the mountain. You are the mountain. You're strong. You are strong. Don't let any of those winds try to move you because they can't. They can't. Stay in your power. Only love and light is welcome here. I love you. Now I'm gone. Bye, everybody.